Alright guys, welcome to Top 6 College Football Rundown! Rundown! Championship week!
Hey everybody, sorry we weren't there last week during Thanksgiving, but we were looking to avoid getting embarrassed with all those upsets.
Turkeys!
And I had to watch the Packers, you know.
And I got to eat turkey!
And I just want to say something right now. We are terribly sorry, Baylor and Iowa State. We completely underestimated those football teams. But it still doesn't change the outcome of the Big 12!
Woo!
Alright, we're going to start off this week with the ACC. Championship game, Virginia Tech and Clemson. What happened the time that these first two teams met, Armin?
I have no idea.
Clemson blew out Virginia Tech.
Oh my gosh.
In Virginia Tech.
Oh boy.
Town. It's called Blacksburg.
Blacksburg.
Alright, so who do you think's gonna... So, we have that, you know, they won 23-3. Virginia Tech, though, is coming off a big win at Virginia, 38-0, after they had a close one against North Carolina. And here's something else that's interesting. Clemson's lost 2 games in a row, well, 3 in a row, but 2 in a row by a very wide margin. They lost at South Carolina 34-13, and they lost at NC State 37-13. Go Wolfpack, I called that upset. Anyway,
Carolinas!
And Clemson QB, Tosh Boyd, you might have heard of him.
Tosh.
In their first 8 games, he only threw 3 interceptions. He's now thrown 7 in their last 4.
Oh my gosh.
So I ask you, Arvin, do you think that we've seen the last of Clemson for this season and we should just give it to Virginia Tech?
Yes, definitely.
Do you think they can rustle up any...
No.
All right, okay, what's your prediction for the score?
28-7.
Virginia Tech?
Virginia Tech.
I'm going to say Virginia Tech will win it, but I don't think by as much. I'm going to go with 28-21.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Big 12.
The Big 12 doesn't technically have a championship game this year, but Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State is practically won for all intents and purposes.
Yes.
Because they both
have the best records
in the Big 12. So,
Big 12.
And they both hold the tiebreaker over Kansas State because they both beat Kansas State. Number 10, Oklahoma. They beat Iowa State 26-6, but they lost to Baylor by 7 the week before. And then Oklahoma State, they lost in double overtime at Iowa State. Do you think Oklahoma State's still a national title contender after that loss?
No.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say they're still ranked number 3, and they still have the second most points per game at 49.8. So Houston's number 1 with 52.7, but they don't play anybody in Conference USA.
Oh.
Oklahoma State plays in the Big 12. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if they beat Oklahoma in this game, it might be enough to boost them up past Alabama.
They might.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
If LSU loses against Georgia, though, Alabama might go to the title game and LSU get knocked out of the top 3, and then Oklahoma State would go.
Yes.
The Big East, West Virginia moved back into the rankings again at number 23.
Woohoo!
They need to win against South Carolina, and they need Cincinnati to beat Connecticut, so there is a 3-way tie atop the Big East, and then they'd win the Big East.
That is complicated.
West Virginia had a pretty bad year, but hey, they might still win the Big East and go get rocked in a BCS game.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the conference that really matters, the Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Michigan State and Wisconsin, we have a rematch.
Woo!
Number 13 versus number 15. Everybody remembers the shot heard around the world. Michigan State throws the Hail Mary, it gets tipped, and their player barely drags it over the line. I mean, if you look at that highlight, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just over the edge.
This rematch was meant to be.
Michigan State is coming into the game winning 4 in a row. Wisconsin's also won 4 in a row, but they actually lost at Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
And they are coming off a big win at home, 45-7 over Penn State, which they just destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, can Wisconsin win a big game not in Madison? right? Because
Yes.
we've seen them time and again go into big games in Madison and just rock people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they come out on the road, it's like they get completely confused and disoriented and don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And another stat that you may or may not have known, I'm sure Arvin didn't know, Monty Ball has 34 touchdowns this season. That's the second most all-time by a running back.
Caught me by surprise.
Do you know who's number one?
No.
Barry Sanders.
Oh my gosh.
Had 39. So,
Woo!
what's your prediction of the score of Michigan State, Wisconsin?
28-14.
Who's going to win it?
Wisconsin.
I'm going to say Wisconsin wins it 33-30.
Oh!
Alright.
Oh.
Arvin's conference. The
Woo! Oregon versus UCLA. Yeah, it's going to be a blowout.
Alright. I got a question. Okay. I got a question.
Question.
Why is USC not in this football game?
Because they were rejected because of some mishap with Reggie Bush back in the day.
But that happened back then. That was Reggie Bush's fault.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't blame the current guys for what happened back then.
Because people just hate USC. I know I do.
I mean, I hate USC just as much as the next guy. I do not like USC, but this game is horse crap, okay?
Yeah.
USC should be in this game.
They should be. They should have that rematch.
I mean, what's Oregon going to do against UCLA? Even if Oregon plays their worst football, I guess
they'll just put in their second string in the first quarter. That's what's going to happen. Maybe their third string if they have a third string.
And I brought another nice little stat for all you stat fans at home. Oregon is third in points per game.
Oh my gosh.
At 45.9.
45.9.
So, what's the final score going to be?
It's going to be like 60-0.
Alright, I'm not going to go that aggressive. I think Oregon wins 45-21.
Wow, okay.
Alright, now the big dog, the granddaddy of granddaddies, the SEC title game. As I predicted at the very beginning of the season, Georgia and LSU ended up in it. I was right. I should get a banner and say I was right.
Yeah.
Anyway, LSU comes in ranked number 1. They blew out Arkansas, who was number 3. But Arkansas is probably overrated a little bit going into that game. And number 14, Georgia, comes off a beatdown of Georgia Tech.
Oh.
And I bet you, and I have a stat that a lot of people don't know, Georgia's defense is ranked 10th in the country.
Oh my gosh.
They sport a top 10 defense. Do you think they'll have enough to beat LSU?
No, I think LSU will probably win by, well, considering Alabama, they barely pulled it off, and Alabama has a good defense, I would say they probably win by maybe 2 field goals. I don't think there'll be too many touchdowns, but 2 field goals.
I'm interested to see what Aaron Murray does as the quarterback of Georgia.
That'll be interesting.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But he is,
it's LSU.
Against a tough defense.
It's
so
LSU.
We'll see. I'm predicting LSU comes out of this a winner 17-14.
Yeah, I would probably say maybe like 12-6.
I'm sorry it was so boring, guys. Guess we went straight through and took the higher teams every
What?
All right, comments. From Aaron Sham, our fan who's
always with us.
He says, so what are your guys' predictions on BCS bowl games? LSU will probably handle Oklahoma State, right? Well, obviously, you posted it 2 weeks ago when Oklahoma State was still undefeated. Although I said I think they could still go back.
They still have to beat Oklahoma.
We're not going to speculate until the time comes. I think we'll do a bowl special or, just run through the bowls. It'll probably take more than one video. I don't know, because I want to say LSU is the best defense, but then again, I think Oklahoma State is the best offense.
They will cancel each other out and go into 3 overtimes. Oh, yeah!
And on the Heisman watch, Andrew Luck, the most overrated guy ever, finally dropped to Trent Richardson, and that's not a surprise. Third, though, Robert Griffin. That's a surprise.
Who's Pitbull?
Fourth is Case Keenum, which, he's having a crazy season.
Pat Barkley's 5th.
And then at number 6, Monty Ball.
Who is Pitbull? I don't know who that guy is.
Anyway, it's been a pretty good season. We're going to run through the bowls probably, and that'll be, the
next week.
Yeah, so
stay tuned, people.
I'm out.
I'm out.